record for him because my friend, yesterday you left me down twice. My friend who's in charge of reminding me to record, you left me down twice. You're falling down on the job, Jameson. Jameson, are you going to smile this morning? No. Okay, so our sailor of the day is Nico, and he's not here, so I will say it now. Good morning and welcome aboard, sailors.
Good morning. Good morning.
And let's give air hugs this morning.
Woo!
Woo! Good, I love it. Okay, now today on our virtual calendar is Thankful Tuesday. So at the end of our religion lesson this afternoon, I am going to ask you who or what you are thankful for and how you are going to show that person or that thing that you are thankful. So even though we are at home, it is live lesson time. So my expectation is that you are sitting flat on your bottom, okay? That your feet, if they touch whatever floor you're on, are on the floor. If they're not, they're at least down off the chair, okay? And since it is Tuesday, we are going to start with our Talk It Out Tuesday. Now, if you have a grown-up nearby that you can talk it out with, that's cool. If you don't, just talk it out with yourself in your brain. And here's what our Talk It Out Tuesday is. Mrs. Bell sharpened 18 pencils and put them.
Just tasting milk.
Is there somebody who's unmuted? Because I think at this point we should all be muted. Thank you. All right, so here we go. Mrs. Bell sharpened 18 pencils and put them in the cup. Now there are 9 pencils in the cup. How many pencils are being used? Okay, so we want to know how many are being used. So everybody, go ahead and talk it over with somebody nearby. And if you don't have somebody nearby, then go ahead and talk it over with yourself. I'll give you 1 minute. Oh, it is. Okay, if you are ready, let's see if we can rock and roll, all right? So, I guess my first question would be, let's go back and look, all right? We know that she sharpened how many pencils? How many did she sharpen? How many did she sharpen? It's right there in the problem. How many did she sharpen, Brianna?
9.
No.
No, that's not how many she sharpened.
18.
18 is what she sharpened, okay? Now, so we know what we started with, which was 18, all right? Do we know how many we have in the cup right now? Do we know how many we have in the cup right now? Jameson?
18.
I beg your pardon?
18 pencils.
No, okay. Let me ask you this. We know what we started with, which was 18. It says that we're trying to find out how many are being used. So, do we have a number that's being used right now? No, some are being used. Is there a number that goes with some? No. Okay, so we don't know the number that's being used. Do we know how many are in the cup right now? How many are being, we know that there are 9 pencils in the cup. but we don't know how many are being used, okay? So the number in the cup, all right, minus how many are being used gives us the number that's in the cup. So how can I find out the number that's being used? Brody.
9.
Okay, that's correct. But I was asking you how we got at it, okay? We know that she sharpened 18, all right? We know that right now in the cup there are 9, all right? I'm sorry, but we don't know how many are being used. So the part that we don't know is that sum. It says some are being used. How many are being used? So I take the number that I know that we started with, and I take the number that is in the cup to help me find out how many are being used. So I can either say 18 minus some number gives me 9, and I can count back from 18 and it should give me 9 if I know, but I can also start at 9 and count up to 18 and then count the number of hops that I had. So 9 pencils are being used. Okay, now we have been talking about coins in our math lesson. Am I right? Have we been talking about coins? Yes or no? Yes, Mrs. Moran, we've been talking about coins. All right, so before we go anywhere with our coin conversation, let's open this up. The first thing that I want to do is to go over the type of coins that we have been talking about. All right. Now, the first coin is the only one that is this color. What is the name of the coin that you see up on the screen right now? Brianna, what's the name of that coin? What is the name of the coin?
1 quarter.
No, it's not a quarter. Sophia, what is it?
1 cent.
You're telling me the value of the coin. You're not telling me the name of the coin. What's the name of the coin? Gabby.
A penny.
It's a penny, and that's the tail of the penny, and here's the head of the penny. Now, the way I know this is a penny is because it's the only coin that is copper in color. Now, Sophia, how much is a penny worth? What is the value of a penny?
1 cent.
1 cent. Excellent. Okay. Now, yesterday we talked about this coin, and the name of this coin, tail and head, is what? It's one of the silver coins. What is the name of this coin? Todd. Okay.
Let me think.
No, I need for you to be serious. What is the name of the coin? If you can't be serious, please mute yourself.
A quarter.
No, it's not a quarter. We haven't studied quarters yet. Okay, Mia, can you help him out?
A nickel.
It's a nickel. What is the name of the coin, Todd?
Nickel.
Nickel, and I need for you to keep your hand away from the camera, please. Thank you. All right, what's the value of a nickel, Alessandro? What's the value of a nickel, buddy? What's the value of a nickel? Alessandro, Alessandro, look at Mrs. Moran. What is it? 5 cents. Very good. All right. Today, we're going to talk about a new coin, and it has the picture of President Roosevelt on the front. And on the back, it has a torch and some branches, all right? So can anyone tell me the name of this coin? What is the name of this coin, Jameson?
A dime.
It is a dime. And does anyone know the value of a dime? Does anyone know the value of a dime? Brianna, what's the value of a dime?
10 cents.
10 cents. And here's the thing, guys. When we talked about pennies, because they are worth 1 cent, we said that when we count pennies, we count on how many, Gabby? We count on by what?
Ones.
Ones, okay? And then we said that when we count nickels, we count because their value is 5 cents. We count on by what, Juliana? We count on by what, Brianna?
5.
By fives. So if pennies are worth 1 cent and we count on by ones, and nickels are worth 5 cents and we count on by fives, you told me that dimes are worth 10 cents. How much do you think I count on by when I'm counting dimes? Mia, how much do you think I count on by when I'm counting dimes?
By tens.
By tens. Excellent. Okay. So I have 2 dimes. I would count on 10, 20. Right? If I have 3 dimes, 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents. All right? So when I'm counting just dimes, I'm counting on by tens. Now, yesterday in my video lesson, we went to the store and we had different combinations of buying things that were at the store. And we're going to do that again today, all right? So I am going to put up my card, my first item at the store. And I am going to ask you, what is the item that's for sale at the store? Brody, what's the item that's for sale at the store? A pen. And how much does the store owner want for the pen, Aaron?
23 cents.
23 cents. Now, if I wanted to pay all in pennies for this pen, how many pennies would I need to put down? If I wanted to pay all in pennies, how many pennies would I need to give to the store owner? Brianna.
23 cents.
23, okay? But there's another way. Do you think the store owner is going to be happy if I hand him 23 pennies? No, probably not, okay? So instead, I could hand him a nickel and a nickel. Let's see how much we have so far. Unmute yourself and count with me, please. Ready? You know what? Let's do it the easy way first, okay? Everybody, 10,
10,
okay,
10,
20,
20,
30,
30,
31,
31,
32,
32,
33.
33.
Okay, so 3 dimes and 2 pennies, I'm sorry, 3 pennies would give me, ooh, I gave him too much money.
Yeah, he has to give you 10 cents.
I gave him too much money. How much does the pen cost, Jameson?
23 cents.
And how much did I give him?
33.
33, he's gonna have to give me back a dime. Okay, so let's count our money together. Ready? 10 cents, 20 cents, 21 cents, 22
cents,
23 cents.
cents.
Okay, which is why it makes sense when you have a worksheet like we've been doing, that you are writing 10, ooh, sorry, that you're writing 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, because when you just counted with me, you didn't say 10, 10, 1, 1, 1, did you? That's not how you counted the points with me. No, you counted 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. And Mrs. Graham has a mess all over there, doesn't she? All right. Now, can you think of another way that we could make 23 cents? With dimes and nickels and pennies. Brianna, what do you think?
With nickels.
With nickels, okay? Let's try this. Ooh, I lost my nickel. 10. Ooh, 10. There's a nickel. Can I say 10? Oh, you got to switch things up here. 10 cents plus 5 more. What's 5 more what's 5 more than 10? Jameson?
15.
15. Now I pick up my nickel that I dropped. Okay, now count with me, everybody. Guys, I'm up here. This is tricky. So you really need to pay attention. Okay, count with me. 10.
10.
What will come next?
1.
No, not 20. It can't be 20.
15.
15. And after 15, when I'm counting by fives, comes what?
20.
20. And now, okay, so I'm writing 10 for my dime. 5 more is 15. 5 more than 15 is 20. 1 more is 21. 1 more is 22. And 1 more is 23. So altogether, 1 dime, 2 nickels, and 3 pennies are going to give me 23 cents, just like those 2 dimes and those 3 pennies did. All right, so let's look at another item from the store. This time, I have a kitty cat animal, stuffed animal. That stuffed animal costs 35 cents. How many dimes am I going to need? How many dimes am I going to need? JJ, how many dimes am I going to need for 35 cents? I beg your pardon? I can't hear you. Okay. I have friends that are talking to their parents. I have friends that are not paying attention. I have friends that are not with me. So do we need to stop the lesson and come back at 3 o'clock this afternoon? Then I need all my friends to be paying attention. Brianna, how many dimes am I going to need?
3.
3. 10, 20, 30. I have 10, 20, 30. But the cat cost 35 cents. So how much more money do I need? What coin or coins should I add to my 3 dimes to make 35 cents? Brody?
1 nickel.
1 nickel. Okay. So Brody, will you count with Mrs. Moran, please? 10,
10,
20,
20,
30,
30,
35.
35.
Excellent job. Pat yourself on the back, buddy. You did a great job. All right. Is there another way I could have made 35 cents with those 3 dimes? Is there another way I could have made 35 cents using those 3 dimes? Jameson, what could I have used?
3 pennies.
I could have used how many pennies?
3.
Okay, but look how much my cat cost. My cat cost 35 cents. So how many pennies do I want, huh?
5.
5. Okay, so Jameson, here's what you were gonna do. We already have 10, 20, 30. So count on with me, Jameson. 31,
1,
32, 33,
I don't mute mine.
34,
I don't mute.
35.
I'm scared your sister's gonna
Okay.
come out of the room.
Good job. You did a nice job. Pat yourself on the head. Nice job. All right. Now, I have another thing I can buy at the store. And this time it's one of my favorites. It's a teddy bear. Okay. Let me get rid of what we have written up here. Right. All right. And the teddy bear cost how much, Juliana?
43 cents.
43 cents. And if I'm going to pay for this in dimes and pennies, how many dimes will I need to pay for my teddy bear? If you look at our number, if you look at our number 43, remember we talked way back when about 2-digit numerals. And 2-digit numerals have a ones place and a tens place. So when I look in the tens place, it tells me how many tens or how many dimes I need. Sophia, how many dimes am I going to need?
4 dimes.
4 dimes. Okay, Sophia. So here we go. Will you count with me when I put the dimes down? Ready? 10 cents.
10 cents.
20 cents.
20 cents.
30 cents.
30 cents.
And hold on a minute till I find another dime. They're hiding on me. And there we go. 40 cents.
Cents.
Now everybody please count with me. 10,
10,
20,
20,
30,
30,
40.
40.
Okay, now if the 3 is in the ones place, how many pennies do I need, Mariella? If the 3 is in the ones place, how many pennies do I need?
4 pennies.
No, we needed 4 dimes. 4 is in the tens place. 3 is in the ones place. So how many pennies do I need?
43.
No, sweetie. 43 is 4 tens and 3 ones. Sophia told me that meant I needed 4 dimes. So how many pennies do I need, Gabby?
2 pennies.
You need 3 pennies.
All right, Gabby, let's count together. Ready? 10, 20,
20,
30,
30,
40,
Put on mute because they can hear.
41,
41,
42,
42,
43. Very good. You can pat yourself on the shoulder if you counted along with me. Thank you. All right, we've got one more item at the store. Ooh, this one might be a tricky one. Cookies. It's about time for snack too. This is going to make us hungry. Okay. Mia, how much is the cookie going to cost me for a snack today? Gabby, sit back, please. How much is a cookie going to cost, Mia?
$27.
27 cents, right? Okay. So, who haven't I heard from? Miss Lily, how many dimes am I going to need? How many dimes am I going to need, Lily?
10,
No, Lily, look here. Here's the number 27. And So I'm going to look in the tens place. Remember, to the left is the tens place. In the tens place, it tells me how many dimes I'm going to need. How many dimes?
2,
2 dimes. So I'm going to put down 2 dimes. Lily, count with me, please. 10,
10,
20.
20.
Okay, now this is the tricky part.
7.
How much money is in the ones place? How much money is in the ones place? Juliana. How much money is in the ones place?
7.
7 cents. Now, there's 2 different ways I can show 7 cents. What's the easiest way to show 7 cents? Jameson?
1 nickel and 3 pennies.
Oh, that's the hard one. That's the hard one. Put your hand over your mouth because I want you to come back with the hard one, okay? What's the easiest way for me to do this? What's the easiest way for me to do this? Gabby?
7 pennies.
7 pennies would be the easy way to do this. So that would be 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Now, Jameson is going to trade in something. What are you going to trade in, Jameson?
1 nickel and 2 pennies.
Okay, you're going to trade in 5 of those pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a nickel. Is that still 27 cents? Let's count, guys. Ooh, let me move them over a little bit. All right, so let's count. Ready? 10, 20,
20.
5 more is 25, 26, 27. Did you see how we had to switch gears when we got to that nickel? Okay? We had to switch gears. We couldn't count by tens anymore because that nickel is only worth 5 cents. So 10, 20, 5 more than 20 is 25, 26, 27. All right? Everybody got that? All right, now go ahead and look at your first, and unfortunately, I don't have it in front of me because my book has disappeared. We've had all kinds of excitement on campus this morning, all kinds. Guess what was in the trash can in the teacher's lounge?
What?
Somebody left the door to the teacher's lounge open. I don't know who, it wasn't me. But a little baby possum somehow got in and then climbed into the trash. It was so cute. But there was lots of excitement around to try to carefully get him back outside so he could find his mother. And in the mix of all of this, Mrs. Moran has lost her book, okay? So you have several sheets that go along with today's lesson. One of them is that you have to spot the dimes. Now, Mariella, your hair looks beautiful. Could you keep your hands down? Please put the papers down, guys. Okay. In your first paper, you have got to work on finding the dimes. Okay. Remember, President Roosevelt is on the front, and on the back, you're going to find a torch. Those are our dimes. All right. Once you finish that, then you are going to work on counting on with your dimes and your pennies and maybe even a nickel here or there. Again, boys and girls, I cannot stress. Some people had to do their pages over last night because you're forgetting that when we are counting coins, we are counting on. So I should see on the line 10, 20, 30, 31. Okay, I should not see 10, 10, 10, 1. Okay, that's not, when you have money and you're at the store, that's not. I'm gonna wait for some of my friends to get in their seats the way they should be. This is very disappointing because this is not the way you all act at school. And it's not everybody. Brody, you have been awesome this morning. Thank you. Sophia and Aaron, you have been awesome this morning. Lily and Mia, excellent. And I say this to you in the classroom as well as here. When you guys don't work hard to pay attention to the lesson, it makes my heart sad. And right now, my heart is sad. This is really important stuff. And it's hard enough to do here in the classroom for first grade. It's even more tricky at home where I can't be next to you and help you to sort coins. I can't sit at the back table and work with you in small group. So all I can say is I'm doing my best, and there's lots of my friends that are doing their best, but there are some of you that are not doing your best, and that makes me sad because I know you can do it. All right, so for your papers, make sure when you're counting on with your coins that you are not just writing the value of the coin, that you're actually counting on, okay? Most of you did a great job. There were a few of you that forgot and had to go back because you remember, we do it nice or we do it twice. Thank you, Mia. All right, I'm gonna let you go. And I'm going to see you back at religion time this afternoon. We're going to talk about the Beatitudes, and I have a little demonstration to go along with it as we begin our study of the Beatitudes, okay? So we will see everybody back here at 1 o'clock.
Bye,
Okay,
Mrs. Maria.
goodbye.
Bye, Miss Maria.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Miss Maria.
Bye, Gabby.
Have a great weekend. Bye, Miss Maria.
No, not have a great weekend yet. We still have plenty of days to go, my friends.
Bye, Miss Maria.